Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Murder in St. James linked to Hanover gang conflict. An ongoing gang conflict in Hanover led to the murder of 24-year-old man in neighboring St. James on Tuesday. Rowan Gillens, a resident of Moyle Hall, St. James, was fatally shot along the Moyle Hall Main Road sometime after 9 a.m. It's reported that Gillens was walking along the roadway when he was attacked by men who shot him. He was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Investigators say the death is linked to an ongoing dispute between the Gillens and Garvey families from a quarry in Hanover. The police say Gillens was out on bail for shooting at the police in Hanover and relocated to Moyle Hall on condition of his bail. Search suspended for a teen thought to have joined in Alligator Pan. Divers in Alligator Pan in Manchester suspended the search for missing 17-year-old Asafalo. The divers say their efforts are being hampered by rough seas. The teen was reportedly swept away by strong currents while swimming on Sunday. It's reported that the 17-year-old mechanic of Endeavour District near Macaulay in northwest Manchester went swimming with friends when the incident occurred. IRI FM ordered to reimburse workers for COVID salary cuts. The Industrial Dispute Tribunal IDT ruled that employees at Grove Broadcasting Company Limited IRI FM are to be reimbursed for a 2020 salary cut implemented by the radio station. The matter was brought by the National Works Union NWU on behalf of the staff. In its 18-page ruling, the IDT said that IRI FM's unilateral decision to implement salary cuts on employees was not in keeping with good industrial relation practices and contravened the provisions of the Law Relations Code. The tribunal ruled that employees affected by the salary cuts which occurred between April and September 2020 are to be paid the difference in their salaries for the said period. IRI FM in March 2020 informed employees of its intention to implement mass layoffs due to the effects of COVID-19 pandemic. The workers in response took industrial action on March 31. A meeting between the radio station and the NWU resulted in an agreement for employees to resume work on April 1 and for the company to withdraw the layoff letters. It was also agreed that both parties would have further discussions to address the issues they faced. On April 20, IRI FM announced its decision to lay off a number of staff as well as to reduce the salaries of the remaining staff complement. The NWU sought the assistance and intervention of the Ministry of Labour and Social Security to contest the company's decision, but no resolution was reached. The dispute was referred to the IDT for determination and settlement. Grief in country. Traumatized by the rape and murder of 15-year-old Jamaica Cole, some of her classmates at Troy High School in Trelawney have already reached out for help, but guidance counselor Melody Simate is dredging the flood of emotions that will be released when school resumes next month. Teachers too have been left shocked and horrified at Sunday morning home invasion that also left Jamila's mother and her 17-year-old cousin hospitalized. Her classmates are actually struggling right now because they loved her dearly. Quite a few of them would have reached out to me on Monday already, seeking for support, and would have reached out to them for the guidance department as well, offering support, Simi told reporters. Jamila, who would have been a 10th grader in September, the guidance counselor remembered her as quite a disciplined student who did well academically and followed the school rules. Teachers are also struggling. Teachers are grieving. We are providing support for them as well. The teachers are grieving because Jamila was a model student, so they are struggling with the idea of not having her. One of them said to me, "Can you imagine the first morning of school when I actually go into the classroom and not seeing Jamila? I am just dreading the experience." So they are struggling as well, Simit lamented. The grief and shock within the school community pervades Cotton Tree, a usually peaceful community where not a lot happens. Now it has been the unwelcome reputation of being the place where two teenage girls and a woman were viciously attacked inside their home. A 9-year-old child who was at the home at the time of the incident was not harmed, but that has been the source of discontent among relatives. The 9-year-old is Venice Anderson's grandchild, as she told reporters that she had received death threats from relatives who are speculating about the perpetrator's identity based on the fact that the child was unharmed. They say the reason for the attack must be a feud if my granddaughter was not hurt. Bimorn Anderson, Jamila's mother, is her daughter-in-law. With a rampant rumors of a family feud, the police say they are not ruling out anything as their investigation of the horrific attack. One man is in custody for questioning. We are not discarding anything, we are investigating, but we are again appealing to the persons that you know anything to come forward and tell us what you know. They may think it is insignificant, but bring it forward to us and let us treat with it. It may be that little part of the puzzle that we need to really close in, appeal head of the Trelawney Police Division Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP Winston Milton. On Tuesday, family members and residents who milled around the community appeared shell-shocked. It has not helped that their community has made headline even beyond Jamaican borders. The whole world calling me, people from London, from New York, from Miami, asking what is happening in our community. It rocked the whole place. Must be an animal to not feel this. This one touched me to the core. We have to crack this one, said renowned community businessman Kenneth Grant. For Colin Campbell, who lives a short distance from the home where the attack occurred, it has been a surreal experience. I have never seen something like this in real life. I only see it on the news. So when it comes in my backyard, it's scary, she said. According to the police, about 2:30 a.m. on Sunday, a 39-year-old woman, her 15-year-old daughter, and 17-year-old niece were asleep at home when hoodlums entered the house through a kitchen window. The culprits reportedly used blunt instruments to beat the three females in their head, and the 15-year-old was raped. The injured females were transported to Percy General Hospital in Spalding, Manchester, from where Cole was subsequently transferred to Kingston Hospital, at which she eventually succumbed to her injuries on Monday while undergoing treatment. I grew up here and I never hear of anything like this. This is disgusting. This is my community. I am very close to the family, said People's National Party Councillor caretaker for the Alberton Division, Lloyd Gillens. He was among the throng of officials who sought to provide support to the young Jamilas and the wider country community on Tuesday. Also on the scene was Minister of Education and Youth Favour Williams and regional representatives from the ministry, Trelawney Southern Member of Parliament Marissa Dalrymple-Filbert, Mayor of Falmouth Councillor C. Junior Gager, Jamaica Labour Party Warsop Division, along with members of the Child Protection and Family Services Agency. Like DSP Milton, Williams and Dalrymple-Filbert are appealing to residents to tell the police what they know. I don't know where the story originated about a dispute. I don't know, but the fact is, if they are talking about a dispute, there must be something. So if people know of a dispute, just give it up and talk. Don't just randomly say some foolishness that there is no basis to. Get up and talk about what you know. Get up and speak. And I really believe that every single person should be held accountable in this district. Look where the homes are, couple steps apart. We don't live miles apart, said Dalrymple Filbert.
Please remember to subscribe, like,